I hesitate because I say so many bad things about so many people. And until I burn that particular bridge, I try to hedge because I'm like, do I need to burn another bridge? I had Sai on. I'd like more of the girls on. I'm going to a party in the Hamptons this weekend with one of them, which we'll get into later. But I just don't. Look, I agree with Bethany. Like when Bethany, and I think Jill even said this when they're on the podcast together, like, what is happening? It's other than the fashion. I mean, granted, where they were in Sag Harbor, right down the street, from literally a block away from me at Page. But what is this show about other than the fashion? Nothing is happening.
I think that's what they want. I think it's already been ordered for a second season. I think
they're going to want.
I think they're going to try to see, will it grow? And I think growth now means, can we get it to 800,000? Can we get it to 900,000 viewers? Because all you got to do is make enough money with your advertisers. You know, are you making bank? You know, the days of like getting a 5 million, episode audience of Seinfeld are long gone. So, I think, can we get close to 1 million? And then we're in the gold, so I love it. It's about nothing. It's about Jenna Lyons not spending the night at someone's house and the heat going out. But that's what they want, because
this is what they want.
I love it because I turn it on in the background. I fold laundry. I play with my son. He's playing trucks, and I come back and I haven't missed a thing, and I think the women are great with fashion. I've already gone to Bryn's Amazon page and I'm like, I want to buy this, this, and this. I love that she even came out in a real animal fur coat, which is like so taboo, but they all seem to wear real animal fur now. I don't know where PETA is, but anyway, I mean, I like it. I like it.
PETA is asleep at the wheel, honey, on this new RHONY reboot. Do not tell Miss.
They don't even care. They're not even part of the 400,000. They're like, who?
No, do not tell Miss Hilton Jr. I think Bravo, it's not going to get canceled for a lot of reasons. So we don't need to worry about that. It is going to come back. I do think it's exactly what Bravo wanted. Season 1 of any show. This is where we're at. I don't love it. I'll be honest. I'm not loving it.
Okay. What other
look,
thoughts?
I've also
something I've been dying to add.
I don't know Jenna, but I've traveled in the same general circles as her. Not her, like one step removed. So I think I'm biased when it comes to that I've heard a lot about Jenna over the years. Nothing necessarily particularly positive, but as just a human. So there's that. But I mean, I can separate the two. I mean, I can't stand Melissa Gorgon. I mean, when she goes up against Teresa, I'm thrilled to watch it. So, I mean, I could separate the two, but I mean, there is that lingering there. I also find
Ms. Lyons is giving me Robyn Dixon vibes. It's like, are we going to get all that's going on? Or are we going to find out at the end of this season, you were being extorted by a lover, and we spent all this time and we didn't get it. Jenna,
I mean, some people incorrectly are like, how long until she quits? No, trust me. I know Jenna, and I know people that know her. She loves this. She loves the attention, like kind of a rebrand. She ain't quitting, okay? She can act like she's better than everyone there. Girl ain't quitting anytime soon. Go on. What did you want to ask me, young one?
Okay, tell me, because I love the connection of this story. And I'm also obsessed with this person. Why is Tori Spelling living in an RV in Ventura County in California? There's a lot. And Josh Flagg is involved in this, of course.
Is he? What did he say?
Well, Josh Flagg is reportedly, he's the one that got Candy Spelling and Tori speaking together. Now, this was several years ago, right? Because they've reconciled a couple of years ago and they've been good.
Sure.
And Josh apparently had brokered that whole thing. Then, Josh travels with Candy and is very good friends with Candy Spelling. And then now it's like, well, is Tori jealous of that? And why is Candy splashing out all this money to go on these trips with Josh when her daughter's living in RV? What are your inside Spidey sources telling me? Because I've heard everything. I've heard that Tori wants to be in the RV, loves where she's at, that has refused, that Candy has tried to help, tried to get her a place, and Tori didn't want it. That Tori notoriously speaks to her family and then doesn't speak to her family, cuts them off, talks to him and then cuts him off. Family relationships are complicated. What do you think about, can we get Josh Flack? We saw Josh at Homeless Not Toothless. We should have gotten Josh. I want Josh, what are you doing? Are you helping?
I was just going to say, a couple of things. Josh just bought a house. Unlike all these people I say have no money, like Margaret Joseph is in a pot to piss in with all her lawsuits and Gina Casita on the OC. I mean, Josh Flagg has actual real fuck you money. So, he just bought a house in Miami, I think it was, and he'll go there once. It was like 4-point-something million. Doesn't look so nice. So I imagine he's about to tear the whole inside out. He gave Tracy Tudor money. He waived his commission. So Josh also, let me tell you something about my friend Josh that's also true. Besides being very rich, the guy loves to see his name in a headline. He's almost as much of a narcissist as Sandoval. So Josh, this is a tabloid fodder. Why isn't Josh stepping up to the plate? Can't you put the kids and Tori in a part of your house or one of your houses? She can't move to Miami, but can't Josh help you out? So I think Josh Flagg should step up because the guy loves a headline and he has the money. Maybe he should help Tori out.
Well,
look,
I think you don't know. I feel like we can't say that because we don't know.
They don't know.
Paparazzi caught Candy Spelling coming out of a sushi restaurant.
She was not. Poor Candy. It bothers her.
They villainize her, right, in the press, but we don't really know what the relationship is. We don't know if Candy has offered to help. Tori doesn't want it, feels, I don't know. There's a lot there. So
listen, I am going to keep my mouth really. Tori hates me.
She does?
We have a whole past. That's a whole nother show. And so when I see Tori, because I do see her, she ain't happy with me. So I'm going to try to keep my own opinions on her to myself. However, I have had Candy on my show and Randy. When I had Candy on my show, I couldn't even mention Tori's name. Did I ever reveal that here? I was told you cannot mention it. You cannot ask any questions. Let me make this clear because I see your wheels turning. Not that she does not like her daughter, but just for this very reason. I said, I'm going to ask one question. How did you raise such down-to-earth children in such extreme wealth? What a positive question. You have two amazingly down-to-earth children, Randy and Tori. How did you and Aaron do that with such wealth? What a positive question. That's my only question with Tori. Absolutely not. And they said anything Candy says, anything she says, anything positive, negative will be a headline. And she just has been there with Tori. She doesn't want this drama in the press. So normally I say fuck you at this point, but I wanted to interview Candy Spelling so bad. I said, there was nothing she was promoting. There was no reason for her to come on my podcast. It took about 2 years to book Candy Spelling on my podcast.
Wow. Big get.
But I just really big day. And I was
Hollywood legend.
I went to her book signing when she was at Borders Books in New York years ago. I love Candy Spelling. I want to talk about The Manor. I want to talk about Melrose. I want to talk about Heather Locklear, Charlie's Angels, Love Boat, 90210. Let's keep going. Charmed, Shannon Doherty, everything. I want Candy. So I was like, whatever. I was not allowed to mention the word Tori. Never came out of my mouth. But it was just
okay. I think I don't know. I feel like it's not that, again, I've even read that she's on vacation and they're just they're just staying away from the house that's contaminated with mold, so they've decided to RV park it for a couple months. I don't know.
Well, also there's that whole thing that, she's desperate to be back on TV and she wants to be on a reality show. And I don't know. Is that really true? And just to close out the Candy thing. So I think because Candy doesn't want these headlines based on my interview with her, she did look bothered in that coming out of the sushi and they all followed her and they were asking her a million questions. The woman is also 77 years old. I don't know. I have what happens when I interview you and I have a good experience. I have a soft spot in my heart for Candy Spelling. I do. I think there are two sides to every story. I do tend to believe that, to villainize her